Morning, I think it's the focus of everybody, where striking miners are expected back at work today, and it's a very, very volatile situation there at the moment. But we, of course, do have our reporter there who is on standby so that we can find out exactly what's going on there. And Sello Tatai is in Marikana. The striking miners are facing a deadline today. This is return to work or risk losing your job. Sello, what is the situation like at the moment?
Well, good morning, Leanne. The situation is very tense here at Marikana. Last night and early this morning, streets leading to many shafts or operations of lawnmen were barricaded with stones, tree trunks and burning tires. Community members seem to be joining in and supporting the striking mine workers, and together with striking mine workers, they maintain that no one will be allowed to report for duty. You'll remember that today is the D-Day for many mine workers to report for duty. As per instruction in SMS sent out to them by their employer lawnmen. Yesterday, the Babamahale traditional leadership, which is responsible for villages such as Marikana and Babung, together with striking mine workers, took a resolution that it was irresponsible for lawnmen to send out SMSs to workers without having done a security analysis. Just this past weekend, 4 mine workers, 3 of them affiliated to the NUM, were killed while reporting for duty. As far as things stand now, as you can see behind me, striking mine workers are wielding dangerous weapons such as knobkerries and are singing struggle songs. We are expecting Joseph Matundra to address them later this afternoon and to talk to them as to whether they will heed that call to report for duty or not. But it doesn't look like many of them will heed that call.
Are the miners returning to work?
No one has been allowed to return to work, Leanne. Buses from yesterday were being escorted by police. But as far as things stand now, we haven't seen any bus ferrying workers to the operations of lawnmen. It was only school buses which are moving in and out of this informal settlement. And the passengers, they were predominantly learners who were being ferried to schooling today. But as far as things stand now, no one has been allowed to report for duty. It will be interesting, though, to see which action will be taken by lawnmen, since workers maintain that they will not be reporting for duty.
In terms of what's expected later today, I know that you mentioned that Joseph Matundra is expected there to address the crowds. What then? It's as you said, a volatile situation. What do you expect is going to happen thereafter?
You know, with Marikana, the situation is very much, you cannot predict it in a sense. You know, anything can happen. A heavy police contingent has been deployed here to monitor the situation and avert any form of violence that might erupt here. Matundra, yes, as you indicated, Leanne, is expected here at around 10 o'clock this morning. And as I explained earlier on, it will be interesting to see whether the workers will heed that call or whether they will give Matundra a fresh mandate as to whether they will report for duty. But like I said, it doesn't look like many of them will heed that call. The National Union of Mine Workers has also entered the fray. You'll remember that many of its workers are not on strike, and 3 of them were killed this past weekend. It says that its workers should also not report for duty today because the situation is dangerous, it's volatile, and they cannot guarantee their safety. They were also critical in a sense that they say that lawnmen was also irresponsible for sending SMSs to workers without having done a security analysis and without having put safety measures in place as to escort and guarantee, in a sense, the safety of those who are not on strike to work.
I imagine, just finally, Sello, there's a massive security contingent there. A lot of police officers present?
Yes, a heavy police contingent has been deployed, consisting of public order policing, and mine police is also on alert for any eventuality. So it will be interesting to see, like I indicated earlier on, with Marikana, anything is possible. And given what transpired in 2012, there is still bad blood between police and striking mine workers. So as things stand now, it will be interesting to see how will police manage the situation going forward.
All right, Sello Tatai, he is joining us from Marikana. He's live there following that situation. We'll continue to cross him if anything does happen and something that needs to be reported on from that particular area.